This is day 77 of the ongoing bombardment and devastating war. People in different parts of Gaza were asked to move. Gaza and the north were asked initially to move to this Gaza central area, Khan Yunis and Rafah in the very south of Gaza Strip. And they are being asked once again, yesterday and the day before and today, to move from areas in Al-Nusayrat to Deir al-Balah area in the same central area governorate. People are confused. People are extremely terrified by the things that they have been seeing, and people have been fearing an imminent death because of the fact that even when they're moving from an area to the other, that does not mean that the instructions provided by the Israeli army are going to be respected or observed. They moved to areas and they ended up bombarded in the areas they moved to. Now people were asked in Al-Burej refugee camp to leave their area and part of Al-Nusayrat refugee camp and to move to Deir al-Balah. People who already lost their homes and who living now in makeshift tents or living in host communities or living on UNRWA schools that are used as shelters were running down the streets last night, hoping they would find any space that would accommodate them, hoping they found any apartment, house, open area, a tent or anything that they can stay in. Because of that, they were overwhelmed by the instructions provided to them and the following bombardment that took place in the very same area. There are no communication in the Gaza Strip. There were no communication for 3 days. And in those days, the misery of the people is even exacerbated because they cannot communicate, they cannot call their relatives who in other areas that are deemed to be safe, and they cannot find themselves places. So people are living a case of extreme confusion and fear, and they are constantly moving from one place to another, driven by the Israeli fire, driven by the Israeli ground operations, and fearing the worst every time they move.